Hey, good morning. Welcome to Thursday 30 Facebook Live. It is February 13th, and oh my gosh, I always forget something. So, yeah, how about my earbuds? Now you can hear me and I can't hear you, but maybe hopefully you can see me. So, welcome to Thursday, February 13th, Thursday 30. Today we're all about sharing the love. Actually, this whole month is all about sharing the love, helping you guys help each other. Now, what I think I'm going to do today, I was going to do some screenshots and things like that, but it really got a little bit too complicated. Hey, Ernesto. Hey, you're having an amazing conference right now. Congratulations. I think that's super cool. I'm watching all the Facebook posts and the awesome pictures. Hope you guys are having a great time in Hawaii. Hey, Linda. Thanks for watching. So when you're thinking about sharing the love, you have to be really, really specific. So I have some guidelines today. I've got something a little bit extra I'm thinking about doing because I have this really amazing editing software called Camtasia. And what I'm able to do is actually take all of these Facebook Lives, download them into Camtasia, and then put them somewhere where you guys can access them. And so I think sometimes it's really a lot easier to show you what I'm talking about. So my idea is to do some screenshots, some picture-in-a-picture stuff, and really explain how to do a review, how to like and share. What I notice is that sometimes you guys, you'll post your Facebook page or you'll post your website, but there's no call to action. Right? So what do you want us to do, right? We can click, we can go to your page, we can say, oh my gosh, what an amazing page, and that's so beautiful, but there's really nothing that you're asking us to do. So maybe there's a blog post on your page, and when we go to that, we can click a thumbs up or we can post a comment. So what you would put in our Badass Business page is, hey, go to my website, check out this blog post, like it, give me a comment, share it with your friends. So give us specific things you'd like us to do. The other thing, y'all, we're a little bit lazy. So don't make us do too many steps, right? So if you are making us click, then copy paste, then click again, yeah, I'm going to give up after the first click. 2 clicks, maybe 3. So it's really, really important that when you post your information in our threads here in the Badass Business group, that you give us a link, or Facebook will actually do the work for you, and it'll give you a little dialog box at the bottom that says like. And so we just literally, we don't even have to leave the page, we just click like. Another thing to consider, this is in the back end of your website, you can go in and make sure that those links that you're attaching to your text open up in a different page. You never, ever, ever want to take me away from the page where your business is, right? The longer I can stay on your website, the better. So that's all a little bit of an overview of what I'm going to be offering you guys in the next week or so. But today, so what are we doing today? So today is all about writing reviews. So I need my glasses. Why write a review? Well, we know that Google loves content. Google loves content, so when you are writing content and you're putting more content out there about your friends and about the products that you use and you love, that's going to help Google find that product and push it up in the rankings. There are search engines out there that rank things. I don't even know what they all are, right? We know Yelp, but there's tons more, right? It will use the content in the review to push those things into these ranked lists. So when you write a review for products you love, things you believe in, people that you believe in, you're actually helping them in the Google rankings. People trust reviews. I mean, I trust reviews. If I'm going to go to a restaurant, I'm going to check out the reviews. I was just on Amazon yesterday. I was going to buy something. I was actually looking for some software. And, if it's a 3 out of 5, I'm going to keep scrolling. So your review means that this person, your friend, will get more business. All right, now here's the coolest part. You guys have counseling practices. I have a counseling practice and a training company. The cool thing about this, the review, it generalizes. So I've had people come into my counseling practice saying, oh my gosh, I saw your reviews. And I'm like, oh crap, I don't have any reviews for my practice. I mean, I really don't. I haven't done a lot to ask for reviews or get reviews for my practice. But what they're doing is they're finding me on Facebook. They're finding me out there, and people are writing these reviews about my trainings, about my Facebook pages, about the Facebook Lives. And they just see Kate Walker. They see Kate Walker Training. Now that sort of gets us back to this idea about how do you name your business? What do you name your business? And that's one of the ways I'm trying to appease the Google gods, right? I'm making sure that my branding is consistent. Yes, I have achievebalance.org. That is my counseling practice, my marriage and family therapy practice located in the Woodlands, Texas. I won't go through my elevator speech. But my name, Kate Walker, is what I'm branding. And so when I'm giving a review, or when I'm looking out there and I'm seeing reviews, I want to make sure that my name is in there. So my clients come in, they say, wow, we saw these great reviews. I'm kind of freaking out because I'm going, okay, wait a second. I don't think these are reviews about my practice. And then I go look, and what they're actually finding is they're finding my Facebook page. So you guys have to remember, if you're going to branch out multiple streams of income, this branding that we're talking about right now isn't just going to isolate itself to this little narrow practice that you've got here. This is actually going to translate across any business that you get going. Just make sure your branding's clear. In fact, that's a pretty good idea for March. Maybe I'll talk more about branding. All right, so why? It generalizes to everything. Who? Now, who do we want writing reviews? This is where it gets tricky, guys. As mental health professionals, we have a law, a rule, an ethical code that states we can't gain anything at our client's expense, right? We cannot gain anything at our client's expense. Now in Texas, we also have rules that say we may promote our products to our clients, as long as we are not saying it's a cure, it has, it's necessary for the cure, or you're making some kind of a unethical comparison, and you have to be clear about how you benefit from that product. So for example, if you want to put an affiliate page on your website, so you're clicking the affiliate page, you're going to go buy a book, I would have to put on my website, Kate Walker receives 4% from the sale of this book. You have an alternative. You can also just directly go to Amazon. You don't have to go through my website. But if you choose to go through my website, here's how I benefit. So you are allowed to promote products that you feel really confident that will help your client, okay? Hey, Maricosta, thanks for watching. But when it comes to client reviews, this is tricky, and I just got asked this the other day. So it's one of those things that just because the rules don't come out and say, hey, don't do client testimonials, it doesn't mean we can, right? So when you are asking a client to give a review, to write a review, to give a testimonial, to go to Yelp, to go to something where they're saying, hey, I think Kate Walker is an amazing therapist, you're putting something out there that's archived, right? So the internet's forever. And even if you have a release of information, or not a release of information, but permission from your client to share that and use that in your marketing material, that's going to be used long after that person's no longer your client. So that puts you in an ethical dual relationship dilemma. Hey, Gina, thanks for watching. And when you're in that dual relationship, which is, hey, I'm soliciting your help me market my practice, and oh yeah, I'm helping you get better. That's always going to be an ethical dilemma. And when in doubt, always think of the worst thing that can happen, right? So if your client became dissatisfied with your services and you weren't able to take the testimonial down or the review down, right? So that's the dilemma there. So how do we use our client experiences in our reviews? I think this is like the holy grail for counselors. And I actually saw an answer to this by one of the folks that writes our ethics textbooks. I don't know how I got a hold of this, if it was a blog post that he had done, but it was such an amazing answer. So one of the things you can do, most of us do, is you can utilize scheduling software. So scheduling software, I know mine, I can actually time it to do these follow-up emails, right? So after 3 months, after 6 months, after a year, you can program these emails to go out to your clients. And I do a 10-minute consultation. So even folks who have just scheduled that 10-minute consultation and have never come into my office, they will get a follow-up email from me because in my system, they're considered a client. We can talk about that another month. When is a client considered a client? I have my own feeling about that. I'm sure y'all have your feeling about that. But as far as promoting your practice, what you can do is you can ask that email provider to the HIPAA compliant, make sure you're HIPAA compliant, to send out that follow-up email with the link to a survey. The survey is going to ask questions like, were you happy with the services you received? Do you feel like the therapist understood where you were coming from, and ultimately the treatment helped you achieve your goals? You know, you think of words that fit your practice on a scale of 1 to 5, and 5 is amazing, 1 is not so amazing. What you can report on your website once you've gotten some data from your past clients is, it's kind of like the toothpaste commercial. 4 out of 5 people think that my treatment is effective. 4 out of 5 people feel that I help them achieve their goals. I get 5 out of 5 on things like being prompt, being professional. And those are things you can ethically report on your website because you're not revealing any type of information. Everything is de-identified data, right? So it's a really great way to show the world your reviews, right? But you're really just sharing the data from these folks who've come to your practice and they're satisfied customers. So that brings up something. Let's talk about 5 out of 5, all right? When you are writing a review, right? I know you may be thinking that 4 out of 5 is helpful. It lets the person know there's room for growth. Or 3 out of 5, you know, I'm going to just list the things that I wasn't happy about. Y'all, this does not help your friends. If you are going to help your friends out and write a review, it is 5 out of 5 or nothing. I want you to be completely satisfied with the services you receive from me. Or, and here's what you do if you're a friend, you PM them. You let them know, you say, hey, you know what, Kate, I took your course and it glitched kind of about module 5. I couldn't get the resource that I needed. And you know what I'll probably do is send you a resource. If you're going to write a review for one of your friends and you are not completely satisfied, well, that means there's a conversation that needs to happen, not a review. Your review should show you are completely satisfied and sold on your friend's work. So you might have your friend reach out and ask you to write a book review. You might have a friend reach out and ask you to write a foreword for their book, a review for their course. Now, I'm talking about friends and courses and services. I'm not talking about private practice stuff. Hey, Kata, thank you for joining. Well, if you're writing that review and you can't give that person 5 out of 5, you're really not helping them, right? Because the person who's the consumer is going to keep scrolling. So I've talked about 3 things now. I've talked about why reviews are important, who we should ask to review us, and let me just differentiate because I've talked about client reviews, how to get our clients' input to help us in the rankings. Hey, Solange, thanks for watching. And then we've also talked about our colleagues and how we can get our colleagues' reviews to help us in the rankings. All right, so let's not confuse the two, right? If I reach out to Solange and I say, hey, would you please write me a review for the last course you took from me? And she is able to give me 5 out of 5. Awesome, woohoo. I'm going to have that out there. I'm going to put that on my Facebook page. I'm going to promote it however I can. If Solange is my client, then I'm going to let my email do the work. She will receive an email asking her to complete a survey about the satisfaction with my services and my counseling practice. I'm going to take all that data, make sure it's de-identified. I'm not going to put in comments or anything that might identify my clients. And I'm going to report on my website, you know what, 5 out of 5 people think that my services help them achieve their goals. Hey, Carolyn, thanks for joining. And so we have reviews, we have survey data. The other piece of this, when you're writing reviews, is to assume the best. Hey, Laura, thanks for watching. If you are in any doubt, and you know the best way to write a review, I think, is to go find some good reviews. Amazons are absolutely hilarious. You can find some amazing reviews on Amazon, especially for like men's products and women's products, you know, like a men pen and a woman pen. Anyway, But I'm a member of a group in the Woodlands called Woodlands Foodies, and they are hilarious. But they will write amazing reviews. And you know the ones that are super helpful because they're assuming the best. They're assuming, okay, maybe the manager had a bad night. Maybe our wait staff, my waiter was a little bit down. Maybe she just broke up with her boyfriend. Something's going on here, but you're going to assume the best. You don't use the reviews as a forum to eviscerate other business people, right? We're all entrepreneurs here. We're all trying to do our best. Your review is not a weapon. Your review is a tool to help these folks get more business. If you deep down in your heart do not believe that this person deserves any more business, then again, that's a conversation that's missing, not a review to be written. So you PM that person, you email that person. If you're super brave, give them a call. Let them know about your experience. And if they are truly in this business to make a difference, like I know you are, they will make it right. All right, putting the glasses back on. I want to make sure that I'm telling you guys everything. So as I said before, a lot of these videos are going to be compiled into like giant videos or little videos divided by topic. And there are so many of you who've already taken advantage of the Badass Business Builders membership. Yeah, some of you've taken the course. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Take the course. But did you know that when you're a member, a Badass Business Builder member, I like the word badass, you get access to tons of other resources. All of your private practice work, paperwork is free. I give you 10% off the refresher course. I give you 10% off the 40-hour training. You get a whole page that I just start filling up with resources. Yesterday, I added a letter if you get a chargeback. A chargeback is when somebody charges their credit card for your services and then they change their mind. It's very, very inconvenient when that money gets pulled out of your bank. So you need a resource to try to make that right. We also have the Certified Counselor Supervisor member. Guess what? If you are a member of the Certified Counselor Supervisor, all of your supervisor CEs are free. Like, I'm going to give them to you. The refresher course and any course that I set up. Right now I have a course that I'm about to roll out about HIPAA and counselors and the staff that work in those offices. And we can actually design courses around your particular needs. So if you are really looking to get some stuff you can put in your hand and use today, these memberships, check them out. All right. Also, now, the Badass, I don't know why I can't say that, Badass Business, I'm just going to read it. Texas Counselors Creating Badass Businesses Group. We have an events page. If you have an amazing event coming up, private message me. Send me a PM. Tell me when. Tell me how. Give me a logo. I will put your event into this group. This is already working for those of you offering the 40-hour training. If you're offering a 40-hour training, a workshop in your town, don't even PM me, just put it up. I want everybody to know where you're offering these training workshops. My workshops are online now, y'all. So you have a workshop, I want to make sure we know about it. If you are a supervisor or a counselor educator and you're part of the Texas Supervisor Training group, post it there too. Your workshops, your other streams of income, I want to make sure that all of us in the group can share the love about what's going on. Now, remember what I said at the beginning of the video, Facebook Live, whatever this is. You've got to give us a call to action. So if you're going to share an event, if you're going to post something, remember Wednesday is the day that you can self-post. Tell us what you want us to do, right? If you're going to post an event or a CE or something that you're offering, tell us to register now. I know that sounds silly, but if you just add a little sentence that says click now, buy now, register today, spots are limited, register today, right? What that's doing is it's giving our brain something to do, and you would be surprised how many people just, oh, okay, yeah, click, right? So back to the review. Sorry, my computer. There we go. Wake up. Back to reviews. Review the review. Okay, so what we're doing, we have why write reviews because Google loves content. And the more good content we can produce, the more we are going to send our friends into the higher rankings. People trust reviews, and a review for your practice will generalize to the other streams of income, the other projects you're doing, and vice versa. If you are getting reviews for the courses you're writing or the CE workshops you're providing, use those reviews. You can use a review from your CE in your practice. List the person's name. Joanne Smith from Jones Hospital said, Mary did an amazing CE presentation. She's trustworthy, she's clear, and her audience loved her. That kind of a review, even though it's not about your counseling skills, can still go on your counseling website, okay? So we talked about how we use client reviews. We don't. Now, we can't stop a client. If they want to post how amazing you are, well, that's their protected information. Remember, your client owns their protected information. If they're going to reveal their feelings about you and out themselves as your client, that's up to them. But what we're not going to do is solicit clients for their written review. We can, however, remember we talked about submitting a survey, asking them to complete a survey, and then posting the de-identified data. How? Only 5 out of 5. Don't give a review if you can't do 5 out of 5. Find examples of amazing reviews, copy them, do what they do. If you like the review for your local restaurant, then there's your template. Take that and commit to writing 5 reviews today for your friends. Assume the best, right? Last but not least, assume the best. If you have a terrible experience at a workshop, or if you go to your friend's website and you see tons of misspellings, this has happened before. I go to y'all's website sometimes and I see some real glaring errors. My pet peeve, if I go to your website and I don't see a way to contact you in like half a second, I'm gone, right? I want to see your phone number, or I want to see a button to click so I can contact you today. If it's not there, I'm going to keep moving. So if you see something on someone's website that can be fixed, send them a private message. Do not use your typing fingers, right? Don't use home row, for those of us who took typing back in the 8th grade, to be your weapon of choice. All right, so remember, I love this part. We're breaking down barriers. We are backwards planning our badass business goals. There it is. And the reason we're doing this is because you started this. You're the one who wanted a counseling career. You're the one who dreamed this up. And if you're falling behind, if you're getting overwhelmed because you got bad habits or you don't know where to start, suck it up, Buttercup. Your community needs you. You are way too important to lose to things like going broke, getting fired, getting in trouble, or just plain quitting, right? We're doing this because we offer an amazing service to our community and there just isn't enough of us. So we're super cool. We got a hashtag, right? Don't forget, Counselors Don't Quit. I will see you guys next week. Join the Badass Business Builders membership. I'm putting more stuff on there today. It's so cool. You only renew annually. I think I'm charging $50 a year for this, $150 to start. Join. By the way, that was a call to action. Have a great day.